Well, hey, what's up, everybody? I wanted to give a special shout out to our Patreon members, Sam, Satya, Dean, Shabazz. Hello, gentlemen. How are you? Thank you again for all your love and support. Really, really appreciate it. What I have here is a video. I got two videos here, and it's about the protests in Portland. I'm going to pull up the first one here, and the first one I'm going to react to. The second one I'm just going to let it play so you can see this, because well, anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. This is only a couple days old. This is in Portland, and what has happened is the Black Lives Matter riots are going on, and Portland has ordered the police not to engage this, which now is causing all kinds of issues, right? So President Trump has said we're going to send in federal, not troops, federal police who are there to protect federal property, but they have the authority to kind of go out and look for rabble-rousers, rascals, and arrest them. So the first thing I want to point out to you in this video clip that we're going to react to is this is Black Lives Matter. And I want to see how many black people can we find in the video, because it's their lives that matter, not my life, not your life. It's their life, and let's see what kind of percentage do we see here in the video of black folk fighting for their rights to their lives. Whatever. Let's take a look at it. No, is that a black woman? No, it's a white woman. Oh, now look at this. Watch this. They get her down there, subdue it. Look, some dude comes up, a white dude hits him in the back with the stick. Now he's on guard. We gotta, see, but no, he's another white guy. I mean, you take a look around. How many black people do you see? Looks like, they're white, they're white, they're white, they're white. They're cuffing this woman. That's rough too, on hot pavement like that, the asphalt. Finally, we got a guy there with an AR-15 to protect. They're hitting it with strobe lights. The other thing that they're doing is they're using lasers, and they're permanently blinding some of the officers. He shows his AR, the strobing stops. What's that tell you? Okay, we got more black people? Black Lives Matter? No, those are all white people. How about here? Let's see what we got. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. I've counted 16 so far. All white people. Maybe, is that a black person? Maybe, it's hard to tell. No, India, you may be saying, what are they doing? But those are leaf blowers. And they're using it to keep the tear gas away. So when they get tear gas, Black Lives Matter. How many, was there one in there, maybe? They're trying to blow the tear gas away. Got a guy with a little tear gas and a little trumpet. Obviously, he needs to go get a job. Look at him. Nice, classy move here at the Black Lives Matter protest. A white guy urinating in public. That's a nice touch. Oh, there is. I saw one black person, so there's one that I can see. Now, I may be missing them because of these crowds. We're cooking out here at the Black Lives Matter. I don't know what this is. Tent to go get concessions, which is very nice. So I saw one black person in the Black Lives Matter movement. India, what is this? You may be saying, what is this? Oh, this is communism. The founders of this are being supported by George Soros, and they are Marxists. They say, no, we're Marxists. So this is very much like what you're very familiar with. You're very familiar with this, with the communists coming into India and disrupting and causing riots and whatnot. And the thing that really just gets me in this video is the fact that that's a very expensive area to live in. The taxes are expensive. So when you pay your taxes, you're paying for, sewage, your electric facility, your wastewater. You're paying for schools. You're paying for protection. So you have all these taxpayers here in Portland who are paying hard-earned money, and the mayor and the governor are saying, no, we will not protect you. You're on your own. In Seattle, the same thing is happening, right? The same thing is happening. The chief of police has come out and said, basically to the Seattle population, the city council's tied our hands. You're on your own. We're really sorry, but you're on your own. And this, can you imagine this happening in India? I think what we need is Indian police out here. We need to import Indian police and just have them smack the heck out of these white, spoiled, Marxist, middle-class kids who are part of the trophy generation who have never done anything in their life except sit in their basement, their mom's basement, and play Fortnite. That's all these people have done. And they're out here disrupting people. They're out here putting people at risk. And it's a shame. It's a travesty. It is absolutely a mockery of what's going on to the idea of the rule of law. Right? That, if you're telling me that the police can't protect me, what does that mean then? Are you trying to usher in the age of vigilantism? Is that what you're trying to do? And at what point in time do the American people stand up and say, we've had enough of this? Listen, if you're not going to make our streets safe, we will do it ourselves. And I don't understand what the big problem is. I had a conversation with the Warrior Queen, and she was talking to me about retribution. Okay, kids, I know everybody's excited. I said retribution. Like, oh, I said retribution. And she brought up something about how retribution is part of God's design, right? That things are set up in a way that, that retribution happens because it quells evil. It pushes down, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? It pushes down evil. It makes people behave. It puts them on check. And she was telling me about this book she read by a Christian author, and it was written, I think she said 1973. I think that's what she said. And the author said the problem with retribution is nobody really wants to do it. There's a science to it. There's a prescription in God's word for it, how you are to do it. This is why God has set up police and courts and judges, and you can find this all the way back in the Old Testament, right? This isn't a new concept. This isn't an American concept. This isn't a Western concept. This is a universal concept. The law of Hammurabi has the same ideas in it, right, of retribution. So you can't just say, oh, that's just Christian. No, it's everything, right? So it's there. And what they said is far too often, what this author said far too often is we as a society are uncomfortable with it. So when a child acts up, there's no retribution to him. When you see him in the store screaming out of control, and mom and dad are just ignoring it, there's no retribution, and that plants the seed for dissidence later in life. When a child is in school and they're acting up and the teacher doesn't give them retribution, right? What that does is it builds upon this individual's life of there are no consequences to what you do. When you go into the workforce and you smart off to your boss and there's no retribution to it, you get the idea that, so there's this idea that without retribution, a person just grows up to be crazy, insane. I mean, here in America, I don't know how many times I see people who are walking around in their pajamas. They're in their underwear, grocery shopping, and it's like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Or you see people coming in with their dogs, holding the dogs like babies. It's like there's no retribution. How weird and funky can we get as a society because nobody says this is wrong? Retribution. There needs to be retribution for this. If we don't have retribution for what I just showed you, this is going to go on unchecked. Because you know what's going to happen? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. It's going to happen. Marxism's going to happen. When the police, defund the police, and all of this hits the fan, all of this is gone, it's going to be a straight line from them to you, brother. And how long do you think it's going to be before they say, you know what? Let's just go take people's stuff, dude. This is way easier than working for it. This is way easier than getting a minimum wage job and working my way up and getting promoted and going to school and learning a skill set. It's way easier for me to come kick in your door and take your stuff. And one of the things that these Marxists don't understand, especially in the American media, is they're not immune to this. Juan Williams is not immune to this. They're going to come through his door. Are you kidding me? Listen, man, this is just so crazy. I can't believe I'm watching the end of the age, right? I thought it was going to go down much more biblical, much more a comet hits New York, a nuclear war happens. I had no idea that we were going to be undone by Mickey Mouse idiots running through the streets. They're like little children with scissors pointed up at their eye. And we're being taken down by this. And where are the politicians? Where are they? They're nowhere. They're nowhere. The Democrats are... It's a peaceful protest. It's peace. Did that look peaceful to you? Did that look like a peaceful protest? Did that look like Martin Luther King to you? Did that look like Gandhi to you? No, it didn't. It looked like sedition. These cities are taking federal money, and yet they're allowed to remove themselves from the states. They're allowed to say, no, this is sedition. No, we are pulling out of America, but we get the federal money. No, that's not how it works. Where are the Republicans? Where are the Republicans at this? They're nowhere. They are nowhere to be found. What's Mitch McConnell doing? He can't even get his party together to pass unemployment benefits. I was a lifelong Republican. And I cashed out because I'm so tired of the rhinos. You know, the rhinos don't ever get in on social issues. When the base is upset, let's cut their taxes. Let's give them $1,200. Maybe they'll like us. And because they don't engage society in what's going on, and the Democrats have gone so far left, it's taken the boat and it's shifted it. It's shifted it to the left. Right? The Republicans are, you know, you look at what Donald Trump's policies are. They are a moderate Republican from a conservative era. Moderate. All this craziness that's going on in the world makes Bill Clinton look like a right-winger. This is so... Anybody remember? I'm old enough to remember when Bill Clinton was crazy. And no, This is... Listen. America. Because of your failure to do retribution, when we see this kind of stuff, you deserve everything you get. We all deserve the leaders we get because we're idiots, right? Because we're morons, because we buy into all the stupid stuff that they say. We listen to stupid Chris Wallace and his stupid interviews. We listen to, you know, all these pundits talking about whatever. The whole game is rigged, dude. The whole game is rigged. All you got to do is go watch... Homecoming Spider-Man, and there's a line in there where Michael Keaton, who's he playing the Vulture, tells Peter, Pete, we build their bridges, we fight their wars, they're using us. Yeah, you don't say. So let's jump in on this, right? Let's jump in on this. Let's go down to Stark Towers and get us some Iron Man tech, and we'll go kick it. Oh, by the way, I got another video here just to kind of close this out here. And it's tear gas coming. So it's the same peaceful protest. Sorry for the rant, India. A lot of Indians right now are like, I don't know what the professor's talking about. I'm sorry, sir. Anyways, here you go. Evil minds apply destruction. Sorcerer of destruction. In the fields of bodies burning. As the war machine keeps turning, death and hatred to mankind, poisoning the brainwashed minds. Oh Lord, yeah.
judgment day comes.
What's your name? What happened?
Now in darkness, world stops turning. Ashes where the body's burning. No more warpings have the power. Hand of God has struck the hour. Day of judgment, God is calling.
Hello guys, this is Kareem. I hope you're doing well. And as you know, the professor has resisted Patreon for a long time. But now is the time for Movie Community College to offer Patreon. And you may be asking, why now? Well, for several reasons. One, we want to make documentaries and those have a cost to them. Two, we want to make short films and those also will have a cost to them as well. Three, we're going to take legal action, all the proper precautions to do reaction videos. So if you're excited about this and you want to get some amazing swag from Movie Community College and some awesome rewards, then definitely help support Movie Community College by checking out the Patreon link below this video.